Hello, and welcome to the 2021 Department of Kinesiology virtual graduation ceremony. I am Dr. Kent Lorenz, and I am honored to be serving as the Master of Ceremonies for this event. We are here to celebrate and reflect on the journey our graduating students have experienced, particularly the challenges of navigating a shift to remote instruction and the obstacles put forward by the global pandemic. I want to start by congratulating all of the graduating students and commend you on your hard work and persistence. In addition, I want to express our deepest thanks to the friends and family of our students who have provided invaluable support to help everyone here. The faculty and staff of the Department of Kinesiology are grateful to everyone who has assisted our students along the way. Up next, I would like to introduce to you our department chair, Dr. Matt Lee, who would like to say a few words.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Matt Lee, and I'm the chair of the Department of Kinesiology. I would like to welcome you all to the 2021 virtual kinesiology graduation. Specifically, it's my pleasure to welcome you, the kinesiology graduating class of 2021, along with your family, friends, and significant others who have played such a vital role in you getting to this point in your educational career. Today is a day of celebration. Graduates, you have so much to celebrate and be proud of. You should celebrate the accomplishment of completing your degree. And not only of reaching this educational milestone, but doing it in the face of great adversity. At last year's graduation, I stated that I did not believe any graduating class had to deal with as much educational adversity as the class of 2020. That was true until now. The class of 2021 has had to deal with more adversity than ever seen before. Over a year of online remote learning. Over a year of not being able to sit in a physical classroom, over a year of not being able to pop into your teacher's office and say hello, over a year of not being able to hug some of your loved ones, over a year of not being on campus, hanging out in the hallways with friends and classmates, having lunch on the campus green, studying with classmates in the library, and the list goes on and on and on. We have all had to adapt in some way, shape, or form to the pandemic, some of us more than others. Some of us have had to become teachers for our children and siblings. Some of us have had to become caregivers for family and friends. Some of us have had to go back to work or work more hours to make ends meet. Some of us have had to deal with the loss of loved ones without being able to properly say goodbye. No one could have ever imagined how much we would need to alter the course of our lives just to get through the year. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel. As vaccines are now widely available and things are beginning to get back to somewhat normal, things are looking up. Although you are graduating, you will be happy to hear that we will be offering several face-to-face classes in the fall, and hopefully be primarily face-to-face by next spring. Furthermore, this is an exciting time for kinesiologists as more and more research has been finding that physical activity and exercise are key at preventing severe COVID symptoms. We have always known that exercise has positive immune system benefits, but now this has been thrust into the limelight. Thus, as health and fitness professionals, we have an obligation to encourage individuals to be more physically active. We further have an obligation to voice our knowledge at the city, state, and federal level to increase accessibility to fitness and wellness centers, parks and recreational facilities, and physical education courses in schools. Although I don't think of the pandemic as one of the more favorable events that's ever happened, I do believe that it has brought out one of the most important qualities in us, and that is resilience. We have all had so many curveballs, sliders, changeups, knuckleballs, you name it, thrown at us in the past year, that it has instilled more resilience and adaptability in us than I could have ever imagined. I encourage you to embrace these qualities and apply them to your everyday life, your career, and all of your future endeavors. Since this is a graduation speech, albeit a short one, I feel like I should leave you with a quote. When I think of toughness and resilience, I often think of Rocky movies. And there's a quote from Rocky Balboa that I often think about when things aren't going my way. It's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. So please remember that as you move forward in your future, whether that future includes more education or entering the workforce, things are not always going to go your way. And when they don't, I know you have the skills, abilities, and self-confidence to keep moving forward. I know you will represent our department well as you take these next steps in your career, and I want you to always remember to never stop learning. With that, I would like to invite the Kinesiology Student Association's graduating officers to say a few words and be recognized for all of their hard work in making this virtual graduation ceremony a reality.
Thank you very much, Dr. Lee, for those kind words. Hello, everyone. My name is Kirsten Banke, and I'm one of your KSA presidents. As Dr. Lee said it, our ability to be resilient is not something that should be overlooked. I would like to offer praise toward the determination of my peers throughout this difficult time. Getting a college degree is hard enough, and as we know, even harder during a global pandemic. So with that, I would like to say congratulations to my fellow classmates and would like to pass it on to my friend and co-president, Courtney.
Hi everyone, I'm Courtney Coombs and I am your other KSA president. I'd first like to quickly acknowledge the accomplishments of my fellow KSA officers. With our combined hard work in the last year, not only were we able to successfully organize and host the greatest number of KSA events in one academic school year, but we also experienced the highest turnouts of each of these events, all during a global pandemic. And for that, you all should be extremely proud of yourselves. Not to mention putting on the virtual commencement ceremony to honor and acknowledge our graduating seniors. Now I'd like to pass it on to my friend Lauren.
Thanks, Courtney. It has been a pleasure to work alongside you as well as the rest of the KSA team. Hello, everyone. My name is Lauren Davis, and I am one of your KSA Career Night representatives. Despite all the challenges we faced this year, whether that be academically or personally, we made it to the end and earned every bit of our degree. And that in itself is a huge accomplishment. Not to mention, we did it in the midst of a pandemic. We really learned to adapt this year with our Zoom career nights and doing everything online, and we couldn't have done it without the support of the kinesiology community here at SF State. I also wanted to give a huge shout out to our mentors who helped and guided us along the way to make this year's events and overall KSA experience memorable. Congrats to the class of 2021. We did it. And now on to my fellow co-representative, Ace Jimenez.
Hi everyone, my name is Ace Jimenez and I am a KSA Career Nights Coordinator. I give thanks to Lauren for really emphasizing our collective resilience throughout this year. I think that the beauty in life really depends on your connections with others and how those experiences impact and shape the way you define yourself over time. Not only does that bring us together, being able to connect and relate with each other, but the idea of reaching out and either helping others or getting help from others is such a huge deal because we're all in this together, and that type of humanity stretches far more than just within the realm of this kin cohort. I believe that our futures are bright, so congrats to the class of 2021. Now, I'd like to pass it on to fellow KSA member, Sarah.
Hi everyone, my name is Sarah and I'm also a Careers Night representative. Thank you, Ace, for always being present with our team and sharing the importance of having empathy for others. I wanted to share a quick quote I learned from a friend of mine. The privilege of a lifetime is being who you are. I hope these past 4 years of undergrad taught us how to be ourselves, love ourselves, especially during those rough finals week, how to reach out and identify our support network, including our friends, family, and faculty, and lastly, how to be confident in our own unique path. May our next chapter be filled with blessings and memories. Congratulations once again, class of 2021. And now I will pass it on to our social media coordinator, Lily.
Thank you for your wisdom, Sarah. Hi, everyone. I'm Lily Hawkins, and I'm one of your KSA social media coordinators. I want to give a huge congratulations to the class of 2021. You all have made it through, and you've gained invaluable skills to take with you into the world. I'd also like to thank our 2020-2021 KSA officers for making the most out of this year despite the circumstances. I wish everyone the best in all of your endeavors, and now I'll pass it along to my friend Cynthia.
Thank you, Lily, for those kind words. My name is Cynthia Benuelos, and I'm KSA's other social media coordinator. I would like to say that although we had some tough obstacles to overcome during the pandemic, we've all made it through to the end of our undergraduate studies. I know we will all be successful in our future ventures with the knowledge we have gained from San Francisco State and that we have learned from each other. I will never forget the memories I've made from attending SFSU and being a part of KSA. I hope you all enjoyed attending our events as much as I love being a part of planning them. Hot Girl semester is over. Congrats to all the graduates. We did it.
All right. Cynthia, Hot Girl Summer starts now. My name is Sydney Tabayoyo, and I'm your secretary and treasurer. And I'd like to propose a toast to congratulate the class of 2021. We did it, bruh. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you to the KSA officers and organizers. I am pleased to introduce the undergraduate student speaker and Kinesiology Scholars Program student and recipient of the American Kinesiological Association Undergraduate Award, Courtney Coombs.
Thanks for the introduction, Dr. Lorenz. Good evening to my fellow graduates, the faculty and staff of San Francisco State, and all of our family and friends. I'm beyond honored to have been awarded by the amazing faculty and staff of the Kinesiology Department with the American Kinesiology Association Undergraduate Award and the opportunity to speak today. My undergraduate journey actually started back in the summer of 2014, immediately following my high school graduation when I enrolled in community college. Needless to say, I was extremely enthusiastic to begin down the path of becoming a first-generation college graduate. However, I entered my collegiate career feeling completely alone and in the dark to the entire process. At the time, I didn't know what classes to take or how many and in what order, and hadn't even begun to think about what career opportunities were waiting on the other side of this degree. Through much trial and error, I slowly navigated through these uncharted waters and finally found my way to San Francisco State University in the fall of 2019, where I experienced for the first time what it was like to be surrounded by a supportive network of passionate professors, advisors, and mentors. I was overwhelmed by the amount of opportunities that were presented to me the second I became a member of this kinesiology community. I was amazed how one conversation with Professor Barrera one week could lead to me working with Dr. Hamill to apply for the Scholars Program the next, and soon after beginning to simultaneously work towards my master's degree. At the same time, Dr. Mayo introduced me to the research and career events brought to students by the Kinesiology Student Association, which he would later encourage me to apply to, and we know how that went. And if you're still not convinced quite yet of how amazing the kinesiology department is and their level of dedication to seeing their students succeed, I'd share with you the fact that from a single exchange with Dr. Bagley, where I mentioned my interest, weeks, maybe even months later, he remembered that conversation and thought to invite me on board a current project of his, which has now turned into the basis for my master's thesis. In my first year at SF State, I had gotten into the Scholars Program, participated in my first research expo, became a teaching assistant, a peer mentor, built important relationships, and was educated on the endless opportunities that a degree in kinesiology has to offer. My goal in sharing all of this is to illustrate the possibilities of what can happen when you step outside your comfort zone. And I hope to encourage you all to say yes to as many opportunities as you can, try new things without fear, and put yourself out there. Because these types of experiences are everything, so be bold. And as Tony Robbins says, the only impossible journey is the one you never begin. So thank you to the Kinesiology Department for providing me with opportunities that push me well beyond my comfort zone, including giving this speech, and also for getting me involved in school for the first time in my college career. I would also like to show some appreciation for my mentor, Dr. Mayo, for his endless guidance and encouragement, and for always matching my level of sass. And last but not least, my family and friends who've supported me every step of the way. I hope you all are able to take this time to reflect and acknowledge the magnitude of your accomplishments, especially in this past year, and show love to all of those who helped get you where you are today. And finally, a huge congratulations to the graduating class of 2021. As Dr. Lee mentioned, the adversities we've faced are unlike anything anyone else has had to face before, which truly speaks to our resilience and commitment to learning. May we continue to fuel our passions and be successful in whatever we put our minds to. And with that, I'd like to leave you all with a quote by Michael Josephson that reads, "Take pride in how far you've come, have faith in how far you can go, but don't forget to enjoy the journey." Thank you all for your time, and congrats again to my fellow graduates. We did it.
Thank you, Courtney, and congratulations. Next, I would like to introduce our graduate speaker and Distinguished Graduate Student Award recipient, Carlos Zepeda.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Carlos Zepeda, and I am honored to be a recipient of the Graduate Student Award for Distinguished Achievement. I would like to thank my family for their unwavering support, the guidance and expertise of the staff and faculty of the Kinesiology Department, and my friends and colleagues for the time spent continuously pushing and encouraging one another to be the best version of ourselves. These past few months, I haven't really taken the time to reflect on my accomplishments as a student, as I've been so focused on what my next steps in life would be. For this reason, I am grateful to be talking to you all today, as it has given me a chance to look back and really think about everything I've learned over the past couple of years, not only in the classroom, but about myself. I'd like to share these lessons with you, and I'm hoping most of you will be able to relate, but if not, hopefully you can understand where I'm coming from and potentially apply them to your own future endeavors. The first major lesson I learned along the way was being true to yourself. I'd like to preface the following story by briefly mentioning that I had taken a rather untraditional approach to higher education and that I took several years off between my undergraduate degree and master's degree, and therefore had not been in a classroom or school setting for quite some time. So after several gap years, I vividly remember one of my first classes as a graduate student. It was Dr. Kern's advanced metabolism class. It was near the beginning of the semester, and the time was approaching for the students in the class to give their first presentations on various scientific papers. I glanced at the title of the paper I was assigned and noticed that it was about the mitochondria. I thought to myself, okay, this can't be too difficult. I know what the mitochondria are. They're the powerhouse of the cell. I started reading through this paper, and I mean this when I say I might as well have been reading this paper in a different language. I had little to no clue what was being explained or discussed, and this was an instance in which the saying, the more you know, the more you realize you don't know, had never been more true. This was when feelings of self-doubt started to creep in my mind. I started thinking, I'm only a couple weeks into this program, and I have little idea of what is going on, I still don't really know anyone, and I felt as though I was suffering from a minor case of imposter syndrome. But then I remember I had gone through a similar situation when I was an undergrad at UC Davis, after failing my first organic chemistry exam. I have always been an independent person, trying to solve things or figure something out on my own. But these were situations where I knew I was going to have to drop the ego and ask for help if I wanted to get through this, and that's exactly what I did. I scheduled office hours with Dr. Kern, and she answered pretty much every question I had to better understand what this paper was trying to say, and the presentation ended up going better than expected. I've always been reserved and nervous about approaching someone for help, but there will be instances where we don't know or don't understand something, and we will need to ask for clarification or assistance. We need to stay true to ourselves. We need to be confident in ourselves, but we also need to know when we can't do something ourselves. Asking for help isn't a sign of weakness, but rather a sign of humility. A setback here or there may be discouraging, but this is all the more reason to respond in a way that helps us overcome the hardships and difficulties we're going through. We're all graduating here for a reason, because we believed we could be here today. We dealt with the assignments, the exams, and the struggles of everyday life and responded in a way that was beneficial and productive. We all could have just as easily let ourselves be consumed by these various obstacles we were facing, let them detract from our goal of becoming a graduate, but we didn't. We persevered, and that is something we should all be proud of. The second lesson I learned was that not everything is in our control. Up until last year, I had been working a retail job. Back in 2015, when I started this job, I remembered a quote that my manager would always tell us, and that was, to control the controllables. This was something that has stuck with me and will continue to guide me in the future. This approach of focusing on what we can control is crucial to our success as students and as individuals. The situation we're all placed in this past year and a half is evidence of this. The transition to remote learning, as I'm sure most of us would agree, was difficult from the perspective of the student as well as our professors and instructors. The inability to directly communicate with the faculty and our peers served as a hindrance to our learning experience. However, we controlled how we responded to this. We can control our actions to still be successful despite the circumstances that seem to be against us. As a former instructor of the exercise physiology lab, one of the major concepts covered in our class is our ability to adapt to different stressors. Real simply, an adaptation can be thought of as some type of change to help an individual better cope with its environment or to better deal with those stressors. And that's exactly what we all did, this graduating class of 2021 together. We adapted to the new virtual setting, we embraced change, and we tried to make the most of the situation we are involuntarily placed in. As we move forward, remember, we aren't going to be able to control every aspect of our lives. We need to adapt and respond appropriately. We need to place our focus and energy on the things we can control. We are the driver of our own actions, and we get to choose how we live our lives. And then lastly, lesson number 3, don't be afraid to make mistakes and or possibly fail. With the transition to online classes, I'm sure many of us had a little more time to focus on activities and hobbies that maybe we hadn't been able to devote as much time to previously. For myself, one of these activities was playing video games. While in a game, one of my teammates mentioned he was going to try something out that, in the back of my mind, didn't seem feasible. And I was right. It didn't work and it cost us the game. But there is a lesson to be learned from this. He apologized afterwards and said he was just quote-unquote limit testing. This is a phrase I haven't heard of before, but upon thinking about it, I started to see how it could be applied to ourselves. Limit testing, in the context of this game and our everyday lives, can refer to seeing what we are truly capable of. This may involve stepping out of our comfort zones and trying new things, knowing very well mistakes and/or failure is a possibility. It could be as simple as asking a question for clarification on something you didn't understand, either in class or in office hours. It could be applying for a job or internship that you may not feel qualified for. It could also be moving across the country to a school you haven't even visited and not knowing a single person in order to further your education, which is actually what I plan on doing. You'll never know the true outcome of something unless you try. We as humans tend to take the easiest route to accomplish our goals, which may limit our ability to explore other opportunities. Life has a way of exposing our weaknesses and making things more difficult than we'd like. Making mistakes and/or failing can serve as a foundation for self-improvement. You have now learned what didn't work, and hopefully you now have a better idea of what can be changed to achieve your desired result. Now that we've graduated, the opportunities for us have expanded. However, it's our responsibility to take full advantage of them, test our limits, and see what we are truly capable of. These are just a few of the many lessons that I've learned during my time as a graduate student at San Francisco State. I could not be more appreciative of the experiences I've had here that have helped with my own personal character development and for the relationships that I've built along the way. Thank you again to all the amazing faculty and staff of the Kinesiology department for the time and energy they put into inspiring and motivating students to achieve their goals. To the graduates of 2021, I hope that you take a moment to reflect on your time here as a student and as a person, and to thank those that have helped you along the way. I hope the experience of the last few years has taught us that despite the adversity and uncertainties that we've all been faced with, we know we are capable of finding a way to overcome them. Thank you all again, and congratulations to the class of 2021.
Thank you, Carlos, and congratulations to you. Now, I would like to extend a warm welcome to our keynote speaker, Abdul Banafa. Abdul graduated from SFSU in 2015 and recently graduated from Mount St. Mary's DPT program in the class of 2019.
Hello everyone, my name is Abdul Banafa. I'm a son, a brother, a mentor, a mentee, and a physical therapist. I'm honored to share some of my experiences, and I want to first thank San Francisco State's Kinesiology department, the KSA, and in particular Courtney and Kirsten for inviting me to speak. I also want to thank my longtime mentor, Dr. Mayo, because I don't think I would be where I am today without his guidance, mentorship, and friendship. I'm a graduate of Mount St. Mary's University's Doctor of Physical Therapy program and a member of San Francisco State's Kinesiology class of 2015. Initially, when I was told to speak to you all, I thought back to speeches that really motivated me and helped shape my path to where I wanted to be. Some of those came from Dr. Mayo knocking some sense into me in his office hours every other day when I would doubt myself. My time at San Francisco State was a memorable one, to say the least. Looking back, I had the opportunity to do so many different things and learn from so many different people, and I will tell you the secret as to how. I know you're all graduating, but if you could take notes one last time as an undergraduate student, here it is. Just ask. And this applies to everything. Work, school, and everything in between. The worst thing that'll happen is they'll say no. I've had thousands of no's in my life, but out of the 1,000 no's, one yes completely changed the trajectory of where I wanted to be and where I ended up, and it was 100% worth it. So just ask. My second piece of advice for you guys moving forward is to take advantage of the resources you have at this university. Just because you graduated doesn't mean the staff, your professors, your classmates have disappeared. I can't recount the amount of times that I've reached out to former classmates or professors for help on a project or just general advice. Dr. Mayo has been a mentor since day one when I started at San Francisco State over 6 years ago. And we still keep in touch. I grab lunch with him when we can, and when I need to, I bounce ideas off of him, and I'm comfortable asking him anything I want. All his work is benefiting him now, though, because now he has a physical therapist on call 24/7. It's also important to continue to learn and give back to the program. One thing I learned very quickly is for your own personal growth, giving is just as valuable, if not more valuable, than taking. Some examples of things that you can do is picking up a mentee, coming back to talk about your experiences in career nights, or simply just being somebody that you wish you had during your time at state to uplift those around you. I've had so many opportunities to chat with some great kinesiology students, some of you guys sitting here today, and learn about the concerns and questions about school that the next generation has. On that same note, my third piece of advice is to learn from everyone. Every single person that walks this earth has a unique experience that you can learn from. Talk to people about their stories and their experiences and apply what makes sense to your path. Not everyone's experiences will directly align to yours, but there's always something to take away. One of my best examples of this is when I was volunteering at a skilled nursing home. When I was a student at SF State, in passing, a physical therapist had just mentioned that I should look into the VA in San Francisco for some more experiences with rehab and just get a better and more diverse kind of experience. That same week, I sent emails, called daily until they had me come in. In my experience, that experience in particular solidified that I wanted to be a physical therapist and I could do this for the rest of my life. And one other quote that I think about a lot, as the great Michael Scott of Dunder Mifflin once said, "You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take." My final message to the class of 2021 is to slow down. The only thing I wish I could have done is appreciate my time as a new professional just a little bit longer. You picked a major with many opportunities, and we've seen through this program people go into many fields. Talk to people in the fields that you want to be in. Understand the pros and cons and make calculated decisions. San Francisco State provides you with the roadmap of opportunities and options you have, but it's up to you to decide what to do with it. As an alumni, I can personally attest to the efforts the staff of this program put into their students, especially those who reciprocate. I wish you all the best. Welcome to the alumni family. Congratulations. Thank you all for honoring me with your time, and enjoy the rest of your day. Congratulations again.
Thank you, Abdul, for your wise words. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce you to the graduating class of 2021.
Juan Diego Acevedo Martinez. Christopher Guyen Apugalong. Monica N. Almendros. Elisa Bysaw. Neelam Bagha. Kirsten Banky. Cynthia Banuelos. Jessica Batres. Marissa Blanco. Mitchell Borisk. Janelle Victoria Cabanero. Aaron Calpo. Chelsea Leanna Cagle. Patricia Renee Carbajal. Angelou Castillo. Alex Anthony Chavez II. Jasmine Jade Chu. Jackie Choi. Courtney Marie Coombs. K-Beth Contreras.
Evan Kazuyuki Chu. Lawrence Simone Davis. Vanessa Renee Davis. Lucienne Isabella Davis Castillo. Cassidy Monet DeHaro. Justin Riker de la Cruz. Jerielmar Herrera de la Cruz. Nicolas Abel Esteban Delgado. Revo Diogaigai. Brenna Elizabeth Doherty. Erin Grace Eaton. Tyler C. Evenson. Audric Jed Flores. Maria Lorraine Fonseca. Gerardo Jenis. Irlanda Rosario Golding. Hazel Janella Navarra Guevara. Alexis Alex Hall. Toshi Hensley. Casey Henson.
Lian Calvin Odessa Hansen. Carla Vanessa Martinez. Jayla Kalina Hines. Brianna Elise Panuligan Innumerable. Stacy Lian Imoto. Jarani Jaywardana. Ida I. Jenkins. Chang Wei K. Tahira Imara Kalfani Bay. Veronica Athena Kwan. Brianna Janae Lawson. Longside Robert Lee. Kayla Timabuyu Lopez. Casey Ann Maculino. Melissa Cortez Mendez. Raylene Marie Mendita. Jared Metro. Bridget McCarran. Emelina Montalvo. Coelin Gedula Morales.
Rosie Ashley Moran. Richard Moreno. Baltazar Moreno Ibarra. Shalia Mumtaz. Tyler Nelson. Brandon Wynn. Jacob Christian Yesa Oligario. Caitlin Olivares. Mary Diane Rivera Oriaza. Maya Saskia Ortega. Kaylin Elaine Austria Pascasio. Daniel Adrian Peña. Camila Alexandra Peraza. Tony Angelina Perez. Gabriela Perry. Deja Yasmin Phim. Dakaria Lamar Pearson. Ariana Melisa Prestosa. Sukriti Rai. Tiana Renee Roman.
Fusei Lee. Gabriela Santos. Sierra Ayala Schaff. Samantha Lee Simon. William Simpson. Himath Singh. Sabrina Tabarachi. Sydney Ann D. Tabayoyong. Brett Takayuchi. Helene Takamura. Ayana Taylor. Valerie Ann Troutfield. Fernando Troncoso Jr. Catherine Marina Bacareza. Adriana Velasco. Madison Ann Victor. Brianna Francesca Villena. Anne Vo. Alexis Wells. Chosen Win. Marina Youssef. Mostafa.
Angelina Wong.
And now, I am honored to be the first faculty member to toast the kinesiology class of 2021. Your dedication and persistence to complete your degree has been impressive and inspirational. Be proud of what you have accomplished and who you have become along the way. And we are honored to have been part of your journey. Cheers to the kinesiology class of 2021.
Class of 2021, kinesiology graduates, congratulations on sticking it out and finishing a tough year. It's been a tough year for all of us, and you really stuck it out and finished strong. So with that, all my grades are done, the semester's over, time for a toast and a drink.
Congratulations, everyone. This is Professor Kim. You have walked long walk to get to here today. Now, as you are entering another chapter in your life, I cannot tell you the key to succeed, but the key to failure is trying to please everyone except yourself. So go with your heart and your educated intuition. Congratulations again. Yay!
Hello, graduates. I'm Professor Susan Zeef. Another year, but what a year. You have risen to the occasion. You have persevered, moved forward, and kept your eyes on your goals. Way to go. Now you know that you have what it takes to move yourself forward. Keep going. Know that you are part of an elite group of students who finished their degrees during a global pandemic. You have learned important and valuable skills that will be with you forever. You can read and write critically. You can analyze information, and you know how the field of kinesiology benefits diverse populations, whether in the clinic, on the field, in schools, or in the community. I wish you great success in all that you strive for.
Hi, 2021 graduates. Professor Marilyn Mitchell here. Congratulating you for all the hard work that you've put in to get to this point in your career. Keep it going. I know you can do it. Good luck in all of your future career pursuits, and have a great year. Cheers.
Hey, class of 2021, Dr. Bagley here. Just wanted to say congratulations. You all did amazing this past year, and you've been working really hard the last few years. So enjoy your success and enjoy your summer. Cheers.
Hi, everyone. Associate Professor Nicole Bolter here. Just want to say a huge congratulations to our class of 2021 graduates. You did it in the middle of a pandemic. You should be incredibly proud of yourselves. Please come back and visit so I can buy you a drink and we can have a cheers in person. Until then, congratulations.
Hi, I'm Leia Bajesteiro, but I'm sure most of you remember me as Dr. B, your biomechanics professor. Well, you made it. You got your degree. As we would say in my hometown in Brazil, esse é teu e ninguém tasca, which means this is yours and nobody can take away from you. So enjoy it and keep your brain and your body in motion. Congrats to you all, class of 2021. Cheers.
Hi, class of 2021. Congratulations. This is Dr. Yao, the program coordinator of the Adapted Physical Education. Can't believe you all made it so far. I'm so happy for you. Please continue this gator and kinesiology spirit and make your parents, make our faculty, and make yourself proud. Enjoy your time.
Hi everyone, my name is Mustafa. I'm a graduate teaching assistant here at San Francisco State University. To the class of 2021, I just want to say congratulations, job well done. Good luck this summer in all your endeavors, and remember, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay active.
My name is Dave Walsh, and I'm a professor and the associate chair for the Department of Kinesiology. Congratulations on earning your degree. What you have done provides opportunities and skills that so many people could only dream of. Wherever you're going next in life, you have just successfully closed a very important chapter, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. I hope you take some time to really appreciate what you've accomplished. I hope you take time to imagine the kind of impact you are going to make on the world in the life you'll create for yourself and for your loved ones. Congratulations to you, and congratulations to the entire class of 2021.
Hello, Kinesiology class of 2021. This is Dr. Anthony Mayo. For the past 14 months, you have demonstrated your resilience as you took on online learning with dogged determination. You were virtually the greatest class to have graduated from our department. Pun aside, you've worked hard and earned your degrees. Congratulations. As you go out to the real world, heed these words of Jedi Master and philosopher Yoda. Do or do not, there is no try. Fully commit and work with passion to achieve your goals. Wishing you much success in your future. Cheers.
And I'd like to propose a toast to congratulate the class of 2021. We did it, bruh. Cheers.
Cheers. Yay.
All right.
I think we killed it.
Yeah.